All right, Shalom, Michael. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, and by Hashem Yahushai, and by Hashem Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teaches His word in all true faith and sincerity. And yeah, today I just want to get into a lesson on how on the day of the Lord, everyone is going to be a believer, whether you disagree, man. Because at the end of the day, when the words of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, is made manifest, you ain't gonna have no choice but to believe. Matter of fact, because it don't matter if you believe or not. I tell you that the unfaithful are gonna die in their unfaithfulness. Meaning what? You're gonna have to learn the hard way, man. Yeah, I mean, so this is Romans 3:3. It said, what if some did not believe? Should that unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? So yeah, what if you didn't believe? It don't matter if you believe, if you don't believe. Why? Because these prophecies gonna come to pass. At the end of the day, these words are gonna come to pass. It's not like the Lord is gonna say, man, since little John don't believe, it's not gonna happen. No, since Tom the Edomite don't believe that this place is gonna be destroyed, it's not gonna happen. No, man. That's why it's a question mark at the end, meaning what is it meaning that no, really, that's what it means. It said the Most High forbid. See, no, man. It says, yeah, let the Most High be true, but every man a lie. Meaning what? That Yahweh Shem Shai, His words holds weight, man. Matter of fact, let's get something real quick. Isaiah 55. His words hold weight, man. Isaiah 55. And the Latin says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. And yeah, in the words of the Lord, guess what? Even His words sprout in certain seasons, man. It was certain prophecies that came to pass during the time when the prophets prophesied of it, but certain things was going to come to pass in a certain time, a certain period of time, a certain rulership. And this is a time where wickedness is at its height, man. Where people don't have that fear of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. People always hear about what happened to Egypt, but they forgot who did it to Egypt, man. But guess what? In this time in America, the Lord is gonna. Matter of fact, let's get this in St. John 12. It's St. John 12:28. It says, Father, glorify thy name. Then came there a voice from heaven saying, I have both glorified it and will glorify it again. Matter of fact, let me get that in the blue letter, man. Let me get that in the blue letter. I already got something else on deck with that. Let me see. Let's get that in St. John 12. Well, it said glorify his name, man. So let's get this word glorify, and let's just see what that means. So this that word glorify. And it says to think, suppose, be opinion, to praise, extol, magnify, celebrate, to honor, do honor to, hold in honor, to make glorious, adorn with luster, clothe with splendor. See? To impart glory to something, render it excellent, to make renowned. See? This is what's going to happen, man. The Lord is a great warrior. See, it was the women of Israel made it. It was a theme song of King David. David had slain his thousands. Saul had slain his thousand. David his tens of thousands. So the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai is a great warrior, man. And guess what? A warrior is known by his his kill rate, man. That's why I said David, his tens of thousands. What the Most High is finna have, like the Edom Nakzabah said, the Lord is finna have a high score on kills, man, in this time. He said, render illustrious, to cause the dignity and worth of some person or thing to become manifest and acknowledged. See, that's why people always, like I said, you always talk about what happened to Egypt, but you forgot who did that to Egypt, man. It was the Lord, man. So once again, and it wasn't like the Lord blessed Egypt. It was plenty of crops and yeah, I mean the people was happy. No, it was all about judgment, man. Matter of fact, let's go to oh, matter of fact, I got that other word in the blue letter, Joshua 9:9. Let's get that. Joshua chapter 9 and verse 9. Salakia. It said, and they said unto him, from a very far country thy servants are come, because of the name of the Lord thy power. For we have heard the fame of him in all that he did in Egypt. See, and what did the Lord do in Egypt? He played that place, man. He damaged the crops. Pretty much, he crippled that money system. The water was made in blood, turned in blood. And the height was when he killed the firstborn, man. And then the icing on the cake when them waters crashed down on Pharaoh and his army, man. You know what I mean? That's how our power get down, man. That's how he have gotten his fame throughout the world, man. Because he the one that took he the one that did it, and he took full responsibility for it. So this that word fame, shema, it said report, rumor, and that report or rumor is what's circulating. Something that's being circulated throughout the people, man. And what was being circulated? What happened to Egypt? Damn, the Lord Yahweh, the power of the Hebrews, the Israelites, have done this to Egypt, man. That's why when you read up, that's why they the men they had they put the sackcloth on, the dirty shoes, and they had moldy bread. Why? Because they didn't want no smoke, man. It said news, fame. So let's see what that word fame. Let's see what that word fame say. It said the condition of being known or talked about by many people, especially on account of notable achievements. And yeah, notable achievements. What happened to this Greek superpower? How did it become crippled in this period of time? Because it was a higher power, and that power is Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, man. That's why throughout the scripture when you read prophecy, matter of fact, let me get a quick example. When you read prophecy, it says, then shall they know that I'm the Lord. See? They're going to know then. You know what I mean? So this Ezekiel 35. And because this is the time where Esau Edom is that vessel the Lord is going to use to show his power, so his name, so everybody can get that fame throughout the planet Earth. Because you read in Revelation 13 chapter, they said, who is able to make war with these beasts? Who is able to take this nigga Esau down? Well, it's going to be the Lord that's going to do that. And everybody going to know then. It ain't like the name going to fade away then. They just going to know what happened to America, but they ain't going to know who did it to America. No, they going to know who did it and how it was done, man. You know what I mean? So this is Ezekiel 35. And oh man, let's see. Alright, well, matter of fact, I just get to the point. I just jump all the way down to the bottom. Last verse 15, it said, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of Israel, at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. See? Because these devils, every time it was part of, when we was at our worst, our lowest state, you could find our arch enemy, the Edomites, there. But guess what? It's the time where everything is being flipped around. This devil is losing on all levels, man. This man is losing on all levels. It says, thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it. And they shall know that I am the Lord. See, you're gonna know then is the higher power, because Esau Edom is that man, that demon, that nation that says that there's no power. They actually say it through their philosophy, such as the Big Bang. It wasn't no other nation that said it, even though these other nations bugged out, they had many gods, whom they worship, but they know it is a higher power. They acknowledge that there is a higher power. Even though it's only one true power, but they know that there's a higher power, man. But this devil and his pride said there's no power, man. So the Lord is gonna make these niggas learn the hard way, man. Yeah, I mean, you know, through these signs and wonders, just like how the Lord did the Egyptians. And why is this always synonymous? Because Egypt was our first captivity, but guess what? Spiritual Egypt, this is our last captivity, man. First shall be last, and the last shall be first. We once again in Egypt, man. But this time, after we leave this place, you know, hey, we're gonna be on top forever, man. You know what I mean? So this is Exodus 7, and yeah, and I started 3. It said, and I will harden Pharaoh's heart and multiply my signs and wonders in the land of Egypt. See? But Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that I may lay my hand upon Egypt, and bring forth my armies and my people, the children of Israel, out of the land of Egypt by great judgments. And yet, how much more in this time? The Lord is going to deliver us in a miraculous fashion, man. Even back then in Egypt, how the Lord split the waters, that was, hey, man, that's something you can't fathom. How much more us getting beamed up into the chariots, you know, narrowly escaping those missiles, man. You know, it said, and the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh, when I stretch forth my hand upon Egypt and bring out the children of Israel from among them. So the Egyptians had to learn the hard way, man. Because their heart was hard, was the Lord put the spirit on their heart, just like the Edomites. And it's to the point, like, how the Lord showed Pharaoh, you know, through Moses and Aaron when they threw the staff. And guess what? That one serpent swallowed both of Pharaoh's serpents, man. Those magicians' staffs, man. You know, so you seen the power of the Lord, you know, on just a smaller scale. And, you know, with that, how much more in this time these devils, they actually seen the chariots, they got the different artifacts, you know, certain things that these devils got a hold to, they got you know, a hold of, you know, and they still is not going to consent, man. You know, that's the pride of Esau. But guess what? A hard head make a soft ass, man. Yeah, I mean. So this is Job 9, and let's see, in 4, Job 9 and 4, it says, he is wise in his heart and mighty in strength. See, that's talking about the Most High. It said, who have hardened himself against him and have prospered. And as you can see, it's a question mark, meaning what it holds up to this day, man. Who else hardened against the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and have prospered? We seen what happened to Egypt. You know, Nebuchadnezzar, he got the big head with the Lord. He turned that man to a beast, man. It was to the point these other kings had to acknowledge the Lord, man. These other kings had to acknowledge the Lord. It was the Nebuchadnezzar set it up the way it said, hey, you gonna have to follow the power of Daniel. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that. They acknowledged the Lord, man. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Bear with me, so I can. Okay, yeah, Khan. This is oh, it was Darius, Salakia. It was Darius. Okay, this is Darius the Mede, Daniel 6 and 25. It said, then King Darius wrote unto all people, nations, and languages that dwell in all earth, peace be multiplied unto you. I make a decree that in every dominion of my kingdom, men tremble and fear before the power of Daniel. For he is the living power and steadfast forever, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed, and his dominion shall be even unto the end. So it was Darius the Mede, because I was thinking about Nebuchadnezzar, but the Lord humbled him, man. He had to acknowledge him because he turned him into a beast, man. He had to acknowledge him. But it was said that Darius the Mede made a decree to acknowledge the Most High, Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, man. The power of Daniel, man. That's how powerful we serve, man. Why? Because he had to learn the hard way, man. You know, and that's how it's going to be in this time. The ones that don't believe, you don't acknowledge the power, that there's a higher power, that the only true power, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, you know, guess what? You're going to have to learn the hard way, man. You know, with that fire, man. You know, if you don't get taken out by these different plagues and pestilence, You know, these different signs and wonders the Lord's gonna put upon this place. If you don't knowledge then, you're gonna knowledge then when that fire come, man. That's why I said they're gonna be tormented before in the presence of the Lamb and the angels. Why? You're gonna know then, man. Oh, you ain't believe? Well, hey, like I said, hard head make a soft ass. So let's go back to Job 9 and 4 again. It said, He is wise in his heart and mighty in strength. Who have hardened himself against them and have prospered? Nobody. It said, which removed the mountains and they know not. See, meaning what? These different rulerships, and they didn't know that time that they was gonna get out of power. You know, just going back to the Babylonians, the same night they junk out the goodly vessels, they fell, man. You know, the Persians didn't know what they were gonna fall out of power. You know, the Greeks didn't know. In America, you know, in their pride, they think that they're gonna be here forever. But guess what? The Lord is gonna remove this mountain, man, and it's gonna be in a violent manner. It said, which removed the mountains and they know not, which overturned them in his anger, which shaketh the earth out of her place, and the pillars thereof tremble. See, so that let you know ultimately this time out this discretion, man. You know, because this is how this mountain is going to be overthrown by the way of the World War III and the nuclear missiles, man. You know. So at the end of the day, man, in the day of the Lord, hey, if you don't believe now, you gonna believe later, man. Yeah, I mean. So yeah, I just hold to edify. I'm gonna give all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honor to the positive, a great millstone. Shalom to the elect. The teaser word in all true faith and sincerity. DTA, a Bible ball.